Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a beginner's airbrush class again. Cleaning your airbrush needle the right way. Because a lot of beginners don't tend to clean the needles. They just take the caps off their airbrushes after they're finished painting. They clean through here, blast it through, and they think, job done, the airbrush is clean. And it's not. Your needle can gather paint to the front of your brush, dry to the needle, and it can dry around your trigger bit where the packing screw is, so is in here. You can get a bit of paint build up in here. Now this brush has been used and I've just done what I just said, blasted it through and cleaned the top. But when you take the needle out, you'll feel, when you pull the needle back out the brush, you'll feel it dragging as you pull it through, and that is a dirty needle. And what I do is I just stick this on the white paper and zoom you right in, and you'll see the condition of this needle. The needle to the paper, and if that is picking up, you can just see all that dirty dried up paint on the needle there. Now what is a good thing to pick up as well is a jeweler's eyeglass, these jeweler's eyeglass. And if you've got any imperfections or little dinks in your needle, if you hold one of these up to the needle like that, that's picking that up. That will just magnify the condition of your needle on the very tip of it. If you've got a little dink or a bend, you'll see it with one of the jeweler's glasses. These come in really handy. I've had this for years, and I just sometimes hold it up to my eye, bring the needle up, and you can see the condition of the front end of your needle. So that's what your needle looks like. If you don't clean it, you'll feel that drag as you pull it out your airbrush. So the next thing to do to clean your needle is get yourself some little cotton wool pads like that. I'm using thinners because it's really strong. Some of the airbrush cleaners are very mild and they don't get dried up paint off. You'll be scrubbing for ages. So a little bit of thinners on your cotton wool pad. Pinch your needle like that and you'll get your dirt off your needle. So you pinched it, pull it through, nice and clean. Now, if you want to go to the next level and maintain your needle the right way, get yourself a cordless drill, like that. Undo your chuck, slide your needle in, nip the chuck up. So now you've got the needle in the chuck like that. Get another cotton wool pad, use some Brasso or cutting compound. I've got Maguire's cutting compound here. Little bit on the cotton wool pad, same again, pinch around the front, turn the drill on, and what you're doing now is you are polishing your needle. Just slide that to the front, pinching it, and this will polish the stainless steel needle up. A few passes like that, and then you are getting dirt like that off your needle, guys. So that's how you'll polish your needle. Give it another little wipe again, like that, and you will feel the difference in the needle. It's just a lot shinier, smoother when you rub your fingers down it like that. Now before you put it back into your brush, get some of the iwata super lube. Put some of the iwata super lube on the middle of the needle, so you've got a bit like that. You can just see that building up now on the needle. Pinch again and just move that iwata super lube to about there on the needle, so you've got that bit will be going through your cup and your nozzle at the front, and just put the super lube down the back of the brush like that. So when you locate your needle again into your brush, you will feel it just glide in really smooth. It goes past the packing washer here, it just glides in. Slide your needle to the front. Don't press too hard pushing the needle to the front, because you are pushing that needle into that tiny little nozzle at the front of the brush. If you keep doing that over time, you will spray out the front of the nozzle. All you've got to do is thumb on the back, just push it till you feel it touch the front, like that, and then just nip your chuck up, and that's your needle located and in. Use the iwata super lube again. Drop a little bit on the thread at the body, at the back. Screw that up, and that keeps that thread nice and lubricated there, because after time, if you're not taking your needle out and cleaning it, the thread on this dries up, goes all squeaky, sometimes can freeze up, and you can be struggling to get the back of the body off your airbrush. Drop a little bit of super lube there, nip that up, and your needle is running really smooth, and you'll feel that glide more in your trigger. It just feels a lot more smoother, and it does help, guys. So that's how I'll clean my needle, and I've had no dramas with needles. Just be careful with them dropping them on the floor, because you can just dink the fronts very easily. So always be careful when you take your needle out. Put it on a surface like a grip surface where you can put your needle. But that's how I'll clean it, and it maintains the needles and makes them last a lot longer, guys. So I hope that's helped for the beginners. Keep your needles nice and clean, and you will see the difference in your paint flow as well with a polished needle, because paint will run across something a lot easier when it is a smoother surface. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.